So, hello guys, everyone. So, we are now talking about anything that's interesting. Yes, it seems like what's the topic? Yes, topic. Yes, the topic is India should levy taxes from the poor peoples or the public. Yes. So, starting with the introduction. Yes, from the Yugal side, we can start.
So I'm starting. So I have to say like there is a people who work in the MCD, BSc and many other things. They work for the tax and they take tax from the people and also the things that are around us like the phone you buy is also in the rate of this phone the tax include and many other things you buy the tax includes and also like the MCD work to clean the roads, clean the streets and the places they clean and they take tax and give the people who work to that. And if we don't pay the tax to the people or MCD, if we don't pay the tax indirectly, the people cannot earn and the things is changed. Like the new virus arrived to us, like the corona from the everywhere is garbage. MCD, BSc, nothing is working because we are not giving taxes to anyone. Thank you.
So first I want to tell about in my introduction about the types of there are many types of the taxes like the property tax on that you buy a biscuit on that there is a also tax product as tax you can say, and you can say income tax, that is your income tax about your income. So there are many types of tax, so government use of that tax, and sometimes government blunder also you can say.
Hello guys, my name is Hanu. I am going to talk about India should take indirect tax. Indirect tax are very helpful in our country because they are easily collect to our government. They are don't difficult to collect the tax in every situation because people because some things involve in something involved in packet. For example, i I brought the book, and book is 50 rupees, and 80% charges i i gave about to shopkeeper. There is a indirectly tax. Thank you.
Yes, there are a lot of now our time to introduce. Yes, openly known as the direct taxes and many type of taxes like property tax and GST, and there are a lot of taxes which include. And so we are talking about it, and these are the tax taken by the government from the people only and for their benefits only, for the use in the healthcare sector, education sector, and every sector. And it is the direct sector is good, but indirect sector is not good as well. mm, and it's all. Thank you.
So, in the taxes, there are two types of taxes we are talking about today. First, direct taxes, and second, indirect taxes. So, in these two taxes, we are only talking about one, and direct taxes. We will conclude that topic in the another video. So, for today's topic is indirect taxes. In this world, we are in India only. We are paying indirect taxes is while buying the chips, popcorn. You all go to the movie hall, and you every single thing you buy. For example, you bought a toffee or toffee one rupees toffee only. It 1 rupees toffee, 1 rupees shampoo, and in 90s there are so many things coming in 1 rupees, chatmola, satmola, etc., etc. They also include taxes, and if we will exclude, if we will remove the taxes, then I think we can get those things in free. So thank you.
So there are two types of taxes: direct taxes and indirect taxes. So direct taxes are that so okay. So indirect taxes are that, like, if we brought a chip, so if it costed 10, so we need to pay 5% of its GST. Thank you.
Okay, now the second round starts. Now you have to compare. Yes, and with example also. Yes, let's start.
Yeah, so now is the comparison round, so let's start. There are I have one example for explain you that you all know about the chain of market, that first the farmer grow the crops and other products, and that he give for the factory, and that factory form into the other products, and after that the wholesaler buy that products, and they also sell for the retailers, and retailers buy that products by the wholesaler, and the retailers sell for the consumer. Yes, I'm talking about the customers, we, you, and me also, the customers. So it's a very long process. So according to me, that tax is right for that thing, because they're doing the more hard work for in this process. They go buy the vehicles because of the petrol, that now time that petrol is very expensive, so that they buy the petrol in the tax only. Thank you. So, like the Mohit said, the farmers and other people. So, I have to add one more point in, like the farmers. Farmers grow crops. Like the we are going to buy a bread packet. It costs almost 26 or 25, and if we remove the indirect tax from it, things 10 or 12 rupees. And like the farmers do very hard work, they work month, and when the rain come, the whole the crop gets spoiled, and the whole their hard work gets spoiled, and they are not able to do, they have to start from the starting, and their whole hard work gets spoiled in only a rain. So that's why we have to give indirect taxes to people for the hard work. And you can, if you are a farmer, so comment down hard work of the farmer, how they do hard work, they grow crop. So we can give the indirect taxes to the people. So what we can do? Thank you.
I want to say about this that in the if the you give the tax for a theme, there is a theme of the government that you give. That theme is for the project that you have seen, and they promise to you that I will clean your well, I will give you money, and you can see the BPL line that is for the below poverty person, means you can say. So that person not earn the much money than that money that is in BPL. So they had given the money. So from where they came, the money from where come, so they take the taxes for the doing, giving the BPL persons, and for going on the projects. And it is also important for the education. It is right of the education. If there is a poor child, so it can study, they can study easily, and and they get the money of the education, right? That you can see, if the any family have not money, so you can see that they take the loan of the education, our government give by itself. So it is helpful. And about the salary, you can see the person gets the salary, so it is by the taxes that the government collect. so it is good. And I want to tell a point that about the export and import. So they also take the tax because there is a cycle. You have seen, like, you take you yes, yes, I as Mohit has mentioned, that you buy a biscuit, then the seller get the money, and then से जमा करने को क्या कहते हैं, collect the money in the bank, then the government get that money. So this is a cycle in a short way. Thank you.
I I want to take I want to take my point. The direct tax is very difficult to collect by the government compared to indirect tax, and people 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 will come people always come in India like a tourist, and tourists give them give tourist to tourists purchase the some things, and they are always give to indirect tax are very important because they are very helpful in our country. As she mentioned, that the welfare scheme, and there are mostly money collected to the indirect tax, because indirect tax a lot of collect the money.
I have one more point, that where is tax going? Yes, in the government school, you know about the government school, that your children go to the government school. That is very it is, सर क्या बोलते हैं उसको, अरे सर मैं अभी भूल गया, पैसे कहाँ से आते हैं, नहीं सर,
और डिस्क्राइब करो, डिस्क्राइब तो करो, डिस्क्राइब तो करो, सोचेंगे हम भी क्या है।
सर मेरा भी like the Aradhya mentioned, BPL people, like the BPL people who works and they get money from the government, like the MCD take the government people in the jobs, they give them jobs to clean the roads and sewer lines, and they get, when we, and they take taxes, indirect taxes from us, so that we are helping a poor person or a BPL person indirectly. So if we pay the in tax in indirectly, so who knows, you are helping a person who is in the bad, who is in bad situation. Thank you.
I want to say that import tax and export tax, that they give the in the import tax, that is duty, but sir,
So we are now talking about that, and so we should not give the tax because what about the education? How the country will develop? If in like a for example instance everywhere in the our society for in stationery in schools and even in the tuitions and yes in the basic necessities of a person, and they can't even afford it because of the indirect taxes taken by the government. Why? Because direct taxes are also taken, so why indirect taxes? I want to know that. And second, my point is about tourism only, that there is a decline in tourism if tourists will not feel comfortable in the country like that where taxes are taken more, like Sweden and Denmark country. These are the country who have improved and they have not any indirect taxes. They have only direct taxes, and they have been their expenditure or they expend a lot of money in the healthcare, public, and all the sectors properly. And I think no development is there if we will take the indirect taxes, and there will be no technology, no skill, no education, and no tourism and no investment in a country, because they will feel also we why we would invest in a country such that they take the indirect tax from us. And my another point goes to I yes I
So, first of all, we are we are suffering from the shortage of money. Money is very really bad thing. You can criticize me in the comment, but according to me, money is bad. Because of the money, this tax system is having a birth or is having a bond. And if there will be no money, then there will be no taxes, because I hate taxes. And now coming back on the topic, now there is money, what we can do? We can do nothing, it's government. And now, so first of all, we should not pay taxes because I think Harsbiya also mentioned it. Poor people can't afford the things because of the taxes, and if you can't afford these, how are your basic facilities or basic needs are getting completed? There are so many acts happening in the government. There are also so many acts happening in the government for giving the giving the house, slender and foods, but in this they are using our money, so indirectly these all are ours. Okay, so if this all are ours, when we use these, when we need, so why there is a restriction?
now I want to say again the points about the formal sector. There is informal sector and formal sector. If like a formal sector, the governments only, there is no so much advancement or benefits of them, because if they will take the indirect tax, so they will lose or they will not get so much money to expand in the country, because informal sector will take the advantage of that. And consumer also go to the informal sector to buy the products, and this will lead to the fall down of not listening the policies of the government by the informal sectors. And my second point is like environmental, there can be effect of all, yes, there can be effect also of environment, because you see as eco-friendly bag are sold by the companies or any government, and if they take the tax, small type of tax or anything type of indirect tax, so it will lead to people will not buy it, or they will buy starting the plastic bags, which will lead to climate change or climate, right? Yes, which is now happening only. And about from going to the thing which I am not mentioned. Mm-hmm.
So, I'm saying that the taxes, the indirect taxes are bad because they give us many policies, but they only give to poor people. They don't give middle classes. Yeah. So just because of it, the taxes are bad. And I'm gonna say that actually that he said that the tourist will leave the country or not come the country because the country will become a really expensive country. Yeah. So the people will not come. So India's economy will go down. Yeah. And the poor people can't afford some if a poor people want to buy a fridge, so there are a lot of taxes that I will tell you that you tell me. So how will they buy? Because there are a lot of indirect taxes. Thank you.
Yes, as you can see, indirect taxes are taken by the advantage by the policemen. So you can see they take the charge of not wearing helmet, and they take the money. Not don't give the money to the government. They are taking advantage of this. I want to say that.
So, mhm. So now for people, for you audience, and for your team also. So do you all think overpopulation is a problem for our world? Do you think?
Yes.
And you also comment and let's take their opinion. Do you think overpopulation is a problem?
Yes.
Do you? Do you? Okay. So majority of people thinks that overpopulation is a problem, and you since from the childhood you are studying that overpopulation is a problem, and now let's think this system of taxes is like a garden, a beautiful garden. There are so many plants: indirect taxes, direct taxes, product taxes, good taxes, property taxes, duty taxes, etc., etc. And you know, um if you are above the class of sixth or in the class of sixth, you should know that because of the there are so many plant in the garden, the nutrients, the availability of nutrients and the resources which is required for the photosynthesis is becoming less. You all know that. And indirect taxes are like dead plants only who are there and which decreases the ingredients, for example sunlight, nutrients, water, air, carbon dioxide, because there will be a fight among those plants only, and in real life there are the fights also happening. So that's my point. Think about it also. Thank you.
Okay, then now the third round starts about the criticizing. Yes, yes, as they have said.
So, like I said, the photosynthesis, like there is a ground and the plants. So, I have to say that the plants and animals help each other. If you learn the chapter living organism, like the plants and the things take carbon dioxide and release the oxygen to the animal, and also and the animals release carbon dioxide and take oxygen, so they both help each other. And like the taxes, the indirect taxes also is this, like the sun is a people person who give tax to the and the government, and the oxygen is a tax, and the people is taking the giving the tax, and the poor people who is the animal who is living and getting out from the on the bad situation, like if there is no oxygen no tax, like the no oxygen no tax, so the people and animals cannot live. Thank you. And also I have to say, like the Ayush said that the 1 rupee toffee and the 1 rupee chocolate, if there is a no tax, the it will be free. So I have to say, like the food department, it also take tax, yes or no? It also take indirect tax. They check the food. If there is no tax, no MCD, no food checking department, no Delhi Jal Board, anything, and that. If you like, if there is no tax, the people is getting things and animals and organ of anything, like the tail of lizard, the hand of a died cockroach, a died ant. Do you like it? That is why the food company, food department check the food. That's why they took tax. Thank you.
Yes. As Ayush and the Nikhil said that the poor man can't afford the expensive things. Yes, I know it is right, but in the sir उसके बदले में कैसे बोलेंगे? Yes, in the exchange of that, the government give the free school for the poor childrens also. Poor childrens also enjoy that the free government school, and they also give the scholarship for the SC, OBC, and the ST peoples. And in the school they also give the free study free study and the free study, free course also, free notebook, free that everything is free in the government school because exchange of it. Thank you.
So I have to say one more point. Like the Harshit Bhaiya said that the government take tax and don't give to the poor people. You said that in the second round, and you can check the video later. You said that, and if the nobody give the people tax who will work in the MCD and another thing that help the ward, city or a state, if they don't, the government give you the money and the MCD councillor administrator don't give you money, you can go to the government, and you can go to the court. Sorry, you can go to the court, and if you win the debate in the court, you can win also some money, about 1 to 2 lakh. Thank you.
So I want to say about the Ayush, that Ayush said about the 1 rupee toffee. Sorry, toffee. It will free if there is not any tax. Yes, it will free. And nowadays you can ask a auto wala, okay? You can ask a rickshaw man and say to pick me to the Rajnagar, for example. And if he he or she said about that, I will take the 10 rupees and 50 paisa, from where will you give? And if you know about that, in nowadays that auto rickshaw man, you want to go here, only here, from that from, you can say, from 200 meter, only 200 meter or 50 meter, you can say, or 50 feet. So they take 10 rupees, not 5 rupees. Why? And the Neetal said about the fridge, they cannot buy the fridge. There is a much tax. So the salary that you found, from that you pay the tax, and then that tax will go to the government, and then government use that tax, and then that, but your salary got and that there's one more point that Ayush Bhaiya said about, as they have said about that, they got the house and the many things the government schemed in today. Yes, they scheme, and but they take tax, and this is much loss of the money, you said. But this is a cycle. I had told you. And I want to say about you, about your topic, that your topic is about the they have to not take the indirect tax. If they take the direct tax, so they take much time for completing the full India. For taking the direct tax, it will take much time. Okay, thank you.
My opinion team said that poor people very effort to costly product. Do you? I want to. I want to say one question. Do you know about the about the one person lowest income per lowest annual income lowest annual lowest annual income per person. I won't tell about lowest pers- poor person lowest per annual income per annual income is per annual per annual income is 80,000 rupees, and the product tax. For example, I want to purchase biscuit rupees in 10 rupees, and 10 rupees, and one person easily purchase to 10 rupees biscuit. And her Harshit Harshit said that Harshit Harshit said that Harshit Harshit said that the the poor the rich rich man the rich man give the rich man always give the direct 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 tax, but they also give their indirect tax. and government are very benefits of indirect tax because rich man always both the give the indirect and direct tax.
I want to say about the Harshit Bhaiya that they have said about there is no skill, no development, and not other things. So they have said about that the country will not develop. This is the main. But because of the tax, the country is developing. You can see the records of 70 year or 75 year. You can see, and about the Nital that you said about the tourist place that they is not suitable, as they have said they will not come.
So like the Neetal said that the tourists will not come in the India. So I have to say about it like the tourists will not come in the ward, because in the ward if there is no worker, everywhere is garbage, everywhere is poisonous and pollution and सर गंद को क्या कहते हैं सर बदबू को everywhere is stinginess. So how the tourists will come here? If the world is not developing, so how can we develop the country without the tax? Because the small thing, like because of the बूंद बूंद से सागर बनता है. If you learn this, so like the every drop, every drop matter and every minutes matter in this class and everywhere of your life. Thank you. चलानो बोलते चलानो क्या बोलते ड्राइव रन ड्राइव अरे चलाने दो चलाने बोलते हैं फाइन सुनो नहीं नॉर्वे
As
नॉर्वे स्टूडेंट स्टूडेंट के तो एग्जांपल लेते हैं नॉर्वे
yes, that has
डेनमार्क स्टूडेंट एंड डेनमार्क
Sweden and Denmark.
as Harshit Bhaiya said that Sudan and Denmark, that two country that have no any tax and the yes indirect tax, and the government don't also take the indirect tax. So they are the small country like this only, and India is big country. And how you can compare for this for the India? And second thing that that he said the fine of the vehicles, that so it's your mistake that you can not you cannot wear the helmet or the other source. Thank you.
As
एक और कैरेक्टर कि जो स्वीडन एंड डेनमार्क है वो वहाँ का लिटरेसी रेट बहुत ऊपर है और वहाँ
So population.
डायरेक्ट टैक्स को वहाँ पे मतलब सब एजुकेटेड है तो डायरेक्ट टैक्स को चोरी नहीं करता. इंडिया में टैक्स चोरी करते हैं, डायरेक्ट टैक्स चोरी कर रहे हैं. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट इंडिया मजबूर है इनडायरेक्ट ड्यूटीज देने के लिए. बोलो मतलब स्वीडन एंड जो डेनमार्क में ये सारे देश लिटरेसी अच्छी है इनकी, पढ़े लिखे हैं, तो डायरेक्ट टैक्स ही इतना हो जाता है कि इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. इंडिया में क्या है डायरेक्ट टैक्स चोरी करते हैं, तो इसलिए इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स भी हमें बनाए रखना पड़ता है. So like in the Sweden and the Denmark, the people are very literacy. In those country, the literacy level is on its peak. The most of the people are educated, and because of the direct tax, the direct tax is enough. We don't have to matter, and also the people in the country, the people clean the roads on their own, and know their responsibility, and they give, and the government give them money. And if you don't know, the in the Denmark, the Tesla is only the you can use only Tesla, because the people remove taxes, direct taxes in Tesla in the Denmark. So everywhere use tax, but in the fuel of the or in the charging point of the Tesla and many other things, parts and also another things are in the indirect tax. So also in the Sweden and Denmark, in the way of a small point, the people give indirect tax.
as now I want to give a reply of both Yugal and Mohit. As from the if we go on the prehistoric and when you see a China or India as the same in the same level, and they were the same level. How? But now the time you can see China is a very developed country than India. Why? That's possible because of literacy and all the things. That's fault about the Indian government. That's not about any indirect tax in that you are talking about. And about Aradhya, that she is saying that every poor person has gotten everything, house or that in the 2019 in speech, Modi ji have said that we will provide house or anything poor people need to the people on the occurrence of 75 year of independence in 2022, sorry. But this has been not possible yet, as you can see beggar and poor children roaming around, and they are begging the money from in the on the roads they are traveling. So the situation has not been developed like that. And about the development country, India has not been developed because of indirect tax also. This can be, there is a reason also on that. I will talk about it first. I will say the points.
So, indirect tax is good. Do it give you a better living lifestyle? Do it giving you the food? You will say, your team will simply say yes. But your team is also saying that because of this taxes, government is having money, a lot of money, which they are spending on are in to these people, the citizen of the India. But there are monies in crores, and not even the half of the crores are spending on us. Do you know that? There is a report. Oh, sorry. There is a article. There is an article that on the Google only. Yes. So there is an article on the Google only that not even the half of the money is even spending on us. So what is the point of having indirect taxes and literacy? Aren't we literate person? We all are literate. If someone is stealing something from you, do you will be fine first? For example, you are a student, you all have your student life. In the student life, if your friend steals your eraser pencil, you will be angry on him. And in this indirect tax, the government is taking money from you in a same way, stealing eraser or pencil from someone else bag or geometry, and you are not even getting no, you are not even knowing. If we don't conclude or we don't give this information to you, are you okay with that? There are so many. If you want to do something for country, then you can donate. You then you can donate. There are so many agencies which are appealing to, which want money, so you can donate them. There are agencies who want to work for our India. You can donate them. They will also work for India. And what about the private companies? They are getting tax and they are paying to the government income tax. Indirect tax is converting into direct tax in a way. You also know that. So that's it. Thank you.
And
So I have to say something about the Ayush. Ayush said that the half of the money of our country, even the half of the money of our country is not spending on us. So if we use half of the money of our of the Modi ji use half of the money on us. So like the Pakistan and China make a team, and some other country make a team and attack on us. And also like the USA and Russia, that both are big countries and also in good in military. The some things and also the some of the military things come from there. So and we have to give them the money, and also the USA $1 is equals to almost 100 rupees of us. And so if we use half of the money of the government. So how can we stay? And if the country attack on us, we cannot live. We are under the attack. The other country captured us.
Huh. As he said that if the China and Pakistan will attack on us by teaming on us, so why our military system, we have nuclear bombs? Yeah, we have it. So how can they attack? And look at the Pakistan. It doesn't even have a power. It is all living. It is living on loans.
If you don't know that the China is the third most best country in the military, and if the China and Pakistan make a team, they can easily beat us. How can we win? Nobody can use nuclear power on them because on the Russia with us and also the many country with us, but the
And if
China will stop them because the countries and the most of the soldiers come from there and they are stopping them from that side. So how they can come here?
sorry for this, but there is not type of any military. You are in Texas. You are in means you are ah showing your wrong path. We are talking about the indirect taxes only. There is no more. Yes, and we are talk. I am talking about the small scale business. We can't stand up in India if or any other country if we have indirect taxes. Because of that, the small person who want to stand their business up, but they have to pay the tax, but they can't file the tax. Because of that, they can't make their business. That's the reason also. Okay. So thank you for today. If you like the
Thank
video,
you.
comment
Yeah.
and
And
subscribe the
subscribe
channel.
our channel.